Good afternoon. I'm obviously Ashlyn from Booty Fit, and welcome, Sandra. I think you're the first person that we've spoken to that is based in Northern Ireland.
Ah, very good. Yeah.
First time.
Flag.
So Sandra, obviously you have recently completed our 21-day weight loss challenge, okay? And thanks for giving up 10 minutes of your time to talk to me, okay? What I want to find out is, before you joined the 21-day program, what was going on for you? What was life like?
Well, I had started to think about trying to lose weight because I put a lot of weight on. My husband was ill for quite a while and had a transplant last October. And I think since last October, I have ate far too much, put on a lot of weight, drinking wine, and basically just felt really rubbish about myself. And then my son was getting married at the beginning of September. So panic stations started around summer, and I tried walking. I tried a PT. I just didn't have the motivation. They were good, but I just didn't have that inner motivation. I was doing it for the wedding and not for me. So it wasn't really working. I just hadn't found that get up and go. So yeah, I was feeling pretty rubbish. And as the wedding got closer, I had bought an outfit to fit into, and obviously it wasn't going to happen. I just couldn't. I bought a size smaller to try and give me the incentive. And as that got closer, I just got more down about myself. And the free running challenge popped up on my Facebook feed, and I joined it and tried to do a bit of slow running. Never ran before, and enjoyed the group and signed up to the challenge thinking that it was before the wedding, and was absolutely gutted when I actually read it, because I'm one of these that does things and then reads it after. So realized that it wasn't starting until after the wedding, and I was a bit gutted, and I thought, well, I've signed up to it now, we'll wait and see, but really didn't have much high hopes that it was going to be useful.
Okay, there's honestly for you. Just to sound a bit funny, it was your husband that had a transplant, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah.
And obviously, that's going to have a knock-on effect on you. I'd imagine stress levels are high. So you're saying, you know what I mean? I think we all turn to something, don't we? Like wine, food, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's not, you're kind of justified. But then your son's got married. You signed up to this 21-day weight loss challenge. And in full transparency, you're thinking, I'm not even enthused by it because the bloody wedding's gone, but I've paid for it, so we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. And I signed up to it after a bottle of wine as well. So I was sitting in the house feeling pretty miserable, and it popped up and I thought, last ditch attempt, and then realised afterwards the next day when I read it, I was like,
Okay. So I was going to say to you, did you have any apprehensions about joining up? But obviously, after a bottle of wine and not reading any information, there was probably no apprehensions at all, right?
No, not until the next day.
So once you knew that you signed up, were you apprehensive about anything? Because obviously, all you knew was it was a 21-day weight loss challenge, and we give you your workouts and food, and we guarantee that you're going to lose weight, okay? But did you have any apprehensions about it?
Suppose I've done things like this in the past and find that I was completely bombarded. I have a really busy job with a lot of emails and everything, and I found that the ones I'd done in the past were very heavy on emails and notifications and things that it nearly added to my workload. It felt like another job. So that would have been a main apprehension, that I was thinking, this is going to be another one of these, but we'll give it a go.
Okay. So apprehension about the amount of time it's going to take, because we all want a nice quick win, don't we, to have the perfect body.
Magic wand.
Magic wand, magic pills. So what was the process like? Because you've just completed 21-day challenge. What was it like doing it, the process?
Easy, so easy, very, very motivating. From the very first day, I was able to get on. The build up to it the week before was fantastic, because you had an opportunity to access the page and see what recipes there were, so you could plan your food, and without even speaking to anyone or knowing anything, you had access to all this stuff. And then obviously you were putting lives on and guiding us through every step of the way. And the fact that it was the way it was laid out, that you could click done when it was done, made it so much easier, because even though there was lots of information, it had something like a checklist that you could go, oh yes, I've done that, and you weren't missing anything. You were able to tick everything off, and it was just so easy to use.
I'm guessing you're either a PA or a project manager then, the way you're talking.
No, but I have to be organised in my job. There is a bit of admin in it, but yeah.
Okay. You know what? This is feedback for me, because I always want to give people the information without overwhelming them. So you're saying it's quite easy to follow.
Very easy to follow, and there's lots of information, but it's so structured in a way that it's not overwhelming. You can go in and get whatever information you need and come back out, and it's not constantly being stuck in front of your face, because it was in different sections. So that was really useful for me.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, what lots of people ask is there enough choice? Like, the food really scares a lot of people that they're not going to have enough choice. And how did you find that?
I found there was a lot of stuff that I would never have thought of eating. And it really shocked and surprised me that the combinations just worked. And I've really enjoyed the food. I felt there was a good scope of different things to try. You know, people who didn't like fish, there was meat, and there was vegetarian options, and I thought there was enough to make a 3-week plan easily, and I did stick to the same ones that I really liked most times, because they were easy to make. And the carrot and orange and halloumi salad was just blew my mind. I just loved it, and it
sounds so fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it just was really tasty and filling, and I was able to fire it into a tub and take it to work really easily and quick. And a lot of the recipes were also, they could store in the fridge for a few days, so you were able to make a couple of days, and that's why I did repeat a lot of dinners, just because it was easy and it was a lot easier. But I definitely saved money on food, apart from the fact I wasn't eating takeaways, which I'd been eating a lot of takeaways before just for handiness. We saved money, and we're all eating far healthier.
Brilliant. Oh, okay. And you're saying we're all the families eating healthier as well now then?
Yeah, I've just made them everything that I was eating.
Brilliant. Okay, like it or lump it.
Yeah.
And Sandra, obviously this is like you have the opportunity to become a monthly member thereafter. I know that you've become a monthly member with us, okay?
Yeah.
But during the initial 21 days, like, it looked like you were doing great. And obviously I've seen loads of your posts and stuff, okay? Talk me through, don't be shy here. What are the biggest wins that you've got in 21 days?
Oh, and in 21 days, it's hard to believe that it was literally 3 weeks, because that is no time at all. A complete change of mindset. My relationship with food is completely different. I always was aware of calories in food, and this wasn't a calorie thing, because you're not even encouraged to look at calories. But I am just so aware of what I am eating, what I am putting in, and the benefits. Like, I feel completely different. I just feel so much better. My skin's better. I just feel healthier. I'm not getting bloated from eating certain things, and my whole mindset around what I'm shopping for and the amount of fresh food and cooking good healthy meals is a massive change for the whole family, because we were eating a lot of takeouts, and it's just so unhealthy, and obviously costs a lot of money, a lot of waste of food as well. But not only that, in 21 days I managed to lose 10.6 pounds and 21 inches. And I've always been, anything I've done in the past has been a battle with me in the scales, and I've always felt like I haven't achieved if I haven't got it on the scales. And I feel so much more of a winner for getting 21 inches off than £10 off the scales, because the scales, that'll come, but I can feel it in my shape already. My clothes, I've been able to fit into smaller clothes already in 3 weeks.
When you say it will come, okay, you need to realise that losing nigh on £11, okay, which isn't shy, not too shy of a stone, you've lost that in 3 weeks. When you say the scales will come, 10.5 pounds is a lot of weight. Remember those comparisons where I was saying put bags of sugar in a rucksack or something, okay?
Yeah.
So you've lost loads of weight, right?
Yeah.
You've lost 21 inches, which is phenomenal, okay?
Yeah.
Your mindset has changed, as in, when you say that, do you feel more motivated to make healthier options then?
Completely motivated. I mean, weekends would have consisted of a Friday or a Saturday catching up with friends on Zoom or a FaceTime call if we weren't able to meet, and having a bottle of wine together and a bit of a laugh even on the screen if we weren't able to go out. And that, even over the last couple of weeks, I've been able to just go, do you know what? No, I'm on a challenge. I don't need it. Whereas I thought I did before. That was my wind down. And so my whole routine has completely changed. And when I was feeling that urge to eat something rubbish or have a glass of wine, I got the dogs on the lead and went for a walk and done a bit of a run. So I felt so much better for it. And it was lovely waking up the next day and not feeling groggy and spending half the day in bed.
Feeling tired. Okay, and then lastly, what about the exercise front? Have you always exercised? Are you doing more exercise now? How does that all? Because you look the part, the treadmill in the background here.
It's really good for hanging the clothes on. No, completely not. Over lockdown, I bought this treadmill and it basically sat there with dust on it and just wasn't used. Full of good intentions, but again, no motivation at all. Just thought, if it's there, I'll use it, and didn't. This challenge, I have a completely different mindset about exercise, just because the group are fantastic. It's a group of normal people who are all in the exact same situation, who aren't really top athletes, and they're all just finding their way, and seeing them uploading a run or a walk or saying that they're out doing something just made you want to get up and go and do something. So I find that a massive motivator. And I am out every single morning, 6 o'clock. I changed my whole routine. I'm now up, instead of 7, I'm up at 6 every day since this started. I haven't missed one day, even at the weekend. I'm up at 6 o'clock, take the dogs for a walk or a run, half an hour, home, showered and changed for work. And my whole day is completely different now because I'm getting up with that motivation.
And you know what, Sandra, I think social media, I'm not massively into social media on a personal perspective, but I think like the accountability group like we've got is amazing, because if you have a down day, which we all have down days, there's always someone to pick you up. There's always someone to get back on track. There's always a little bit of motivation in there. So I'm glad that you're using it to its potential. Okay. So look, you have, in as little as 3 weeks, right? You signed up after a bottle of wine with not much hope and didn't feel very enthusiastic, and you weren't looking forward to it, saying it like it was, okay? And as little as 3 weeks on, you have lost 20 odd inches, 10.5 pounds. You're exercising every day. You feel more energetic. Your mindset has changed. Your skin is clearer. And do you feel like, this is the most important thing, do you feel like you're developing a sustainable way now?
100%. And I've never, ever had this with anything. I've stuck at diets, but it's always been me versus the woman with the scales. It's never been about me and my achievements. It's been about me having someone write something down. It was a competition. Whereas this is me, for me, I'm accountable. I could say whatever I want about what's on the scales. It's me, this is me accountable to myself, and just complete change. Yeah. Really motivating.
Brilliant. Do you know what, Sandra? I'm just going to stop pressing record and then I'm going to say goodbye to you, okay? Thank you so much. Right, hold on a seckie.